you would say.
Well,
Spending
yes.
time. Researchers say high TV viewing time over the years does increase the risk of various brain-related disorders. But I would say it's not so cut and dry, as a doctor myself, that if you're spending that much time watching television, you're probably not spending to other time doing things that would be effective for your brain, mind, and body. So it's not just watching the TV. It's probably
being sedentary.
It's probably the other things you're not doing that would help. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, on Tuesday Reviews Day, where we review all of our shows, we definitely binge something over the weekend.
Okay.
Over 2 days. We spent over 5 hours a day watching.
Oh, wow.
Dude, it's a good one. I got a new one. And I've never heard anybody talk about the show, but tomorrow I'm about to give you a show that you're going to want to watch in a day or two.
Okay.
It's rare to get a bingey. When you get a bingey, you feel so lucky. You're like, I love it so much. I want to binge it all. Right? Isn't it great to have the feeling of
Oh,
you
yeah.
have something
Look forward to?
you just identify a bingey, and you can't always do it.
What are you calling it, a bingey?
I just made that up. It's like something you want to binge, a bingey. I want to play this voicemail. This is Marcy from Illinois.
This morning on my way to church, I got pulled over for rolling through a stop sign. And while I was waiting for the policeman to check out my identification, etc., I turned on the radio. And I'm happy to say Chicago has Bobby Bones back. I didn't know this. I'm so excited. Even though I didn't get a ticket, I got a warning. So 2 things happened to me that were absolutely great. I'm so happy. Welcome back to Chicago. I'm so glad you're on 102.3. Welcome back to Chicago. Yay, Bobby Bones and crew.
Thank you. That's how we feel, too.
Woo!
Please tell your friends. We need it. It's Chicagoland's Free Country, 98.3 and 102.3. Please tell your friends. Literally. Please. Please. Chicago. We went on to Chicago and Atlanta, and please tell your friends, because they're going to rip us off if you don't. We'll be on there for like 3 days. And they're like, well, you didn't have everybody in the city. Time to get off the air. Please tell your friends. All right, here's another one. A woman tries to run her boyfriend over with a car en route to couples therapy.
Oh, wow.
Well, they were on their way to help.
A little too late for the therapy part.
Or did she hit him a little too early because the therapy part would have helped?
That's what I mean. They should have been.
A 30-year-old woman's in custody after an incident on the way to couples therapy. Veronica was arrested for second-degree assault, criminal vehicular operation, a lot of stuff. They were driving to couples therapy with a boyfriend. They had been a couple for about a year. Hey, look, though, they were as a boyfriend-girlfriend in couples therapy. Like, that's healthy.
Yeah, that is healthy.
Not even marriage.
Yeah, I wonder how many boyfriend-girlfriends do that.
Well, they were. Look at them. I'm happy for them. They sound like they're going to make it.
there's
Hold
the
on a
car
minute.
thing.
Yeah. While driving on the way to the therapist, the boyfriend announced he was breaking up their relationship and said, just take me home.
Oh.
She then stopped the car, demanded he get out of the car. This is on him, walked in front of the car. Listen, bro, when you're demanding to get out of the car because there's a fight, do not walk in front of the car. Walk behind the car, walk the other direction. Do not walk in front of the car. And so then she nailed the gas pedal to run him over, which is also on her. But, bro, you can't walk in front of the car whenever you break up with somebody. I don't care who it is. He then smashed into the windshield, rolled across the hood of the vehicle, shattered the windshield, only hurt his elbow, like lacerated his elbow. When in custody, she claimed her cracked windshield was caused by her boyfriend punching the glass, not his body weight. Bro, you got to be able to Jake Paul that thing to punch through that glass. There's no way. That glass is so hard. You're not going to punch through that glass. That's from Fox News. A lot of mistakes were made here. But I do commend them for going to couples therapy as a boyfriend-girlfriend.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. I really feel like they can work this thing out.
Have you ever walked out of the car?
No.
Oh, I've done it.
I will just wait.
Wait, you what?
Hold the story. I'll come back to it. I want to come back to it.
I was an idiot, but yeah.
I will just wait because, one, I don't want to get left. And then, two, if they're like, let me out of the car. That's never happened to me either. I know that I'm so stubborn, I will drive off. And then something will happen to them, and then I'll be on the hook for it. So I'm able to compartmentalize.
Yeah, and you can think about this stuff.
Those emotions, yeah. Rage only gets me when Arkansas loses a football game at the end. That's it. That's the only time I see like red in my eyes. All right, that's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
This is Drew Baldridge. She's somebody's daughter. Bobby Bones Show. This is what's referred to as a BandAid segment, where I don't tease it. There's no build up to it. We just rip the BandAid off. I've never called it that until now, but if you ever hear of a BandAid segment, that's what it's going to be from now on, okay?
Okay.
I didn't before going into this segment, I didn't tease or anything. BandAid segment. Ready? Go ahead.
Man in uniform and I broke up.
What?
Oh.
So that is Morgan.
Oh boy.
Didn't want to do a big bit build out.
Oh, don't. Lunchbox.
Well, Morgan also, I've known for a bit.
Oh.
Because I will try to make sure that the show doesn't migrate to going in on something just to give her a little space. And so she was like, hey, this happened. So cool. I feel like it's my job to protect her for a little bit. So if it goes somewhere, I can boot it out until she's comfortable, right? A little behind the scenes. She did also come and say, I would like to say it now and get it over with, because it will be brought up again in normal discussion. And I commend her for that, because she's looking out for herself by doing that. But this is always a hard segment. So I'm also vamping here to let her catch her breath again, because I know that was hard for her to say. So we're going to give you all the space that you want or need, and you can lead us in whichever direction you like, Morgan.
I was completely blindsided. I didn't know this was coming. I didn't see it coming. I protected myself in every way that I possibly could and thought that I had found somebody that this was it. And you guys heard that in me talking about it on the show. But he, as we were about to move in together, I guess you could say
What'd you say? As you what to move in together?
we were about to move in together.
Got it.
I had a epiphany. Man in uniform is Jewish and decided because I'm not Jewish, that's not what he wanted. So we had multiple conversations about it. I thought we were on the same page, which is why I was completely blindsided, but I guess we weren't. And that's where we are now.
Can I give you it's such a light, like fractional positive. Can I give you a fractional positive?
Yeah.
You didn't pick a freaking loser. And I think that for the first time, like as your friend, like that's big growth. This sucks. Now, no, I'm not taking away this sucks for you in any way. But I think that you're maturing and actually knowing what you want in a relationship. And from our life with you, I think you have started to look for more quality guys and for what they stand for and believe in. And I know right now it doesn't help you feel better, but like this is a mild win in your growth as a human. That I totally get. If you guys aren't compatible on that level, don't go further at all. And I'm sure it hurts for both of you and sucks for both of you. And I'm gonna stop talking because I'm not even sure what I can even ask. But that really sucks.
I mean, you can ask that. I do feel good about the fact that I finally found someone who gave me hope that there are good men out there. But it sucks all the more because of that. Again, because I was blindsided in thinking that this was it.
Did he want you to convert? Was that it?
No, really, like, I don't think that would have mattered.
Was he practicing or born or both?
Born.
Okay. So does he practice Judaism? Was that?
It's more the culture thing.
Got it.
Not as much practicing, which is why, like, when we had conversations about it, it kind of really threw me because I didn't see that at all. And that's why when we would have conversation about it, I thought we were on the same page. But as, we got more serious and stuff, it just became that's going to be more important for him in the future, I suppose.
Does he want to find a Jewish wife?
Yeah.
I think good job by him, because this definitely could have gone a lot farther and he could have pulled that thread a little later, which would have been even harder. I think good job by you by picking somebody that was worth the crap. It still very much sucks, and I'm very sorry because I know you were fundamentally you were excited about the future. And you'll look back at this as big time growth. Big time growth. You can't right now, it sucks. It really sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people out there that can relate to this particular topic, which also makes it harder and really hard for me to understand. But I am really happy that one day I can look at this scenario and know that I found somebody that was good, and I now can see out there that there is going to be good.
I think this is actually something that happens more than you think. And I'm not saying you're specific Jewish and Christian, but I think there are a lot of couples that struggle with, again, I'll use the word like fundamental foundation, that they don't come from that same spiritual background or even same religion, and they have to figure a way to make it work. I have very close friends that have gone through some extremely difficult times because they do have they even call it like a split.
I think interfaith.
And it's difficult, but it's really great that you guys identified that now, because it just would have
Before it got
it'd have been way, way, way,
Right.
way harder.
And then you sharing right now, even as hard as it is, it may prompt conversations that other people need to have. Like hearing this, even though it's painful and hard, somebody listening right now is going to be encouraged of like, oh, this is a conversation that I haven't had yet in my relationship, and I maybe need to do it, and it may help them get through either whatever direction they're going to go. It's a conversation that sometimes people avoid or don't realize till it gets too late. And they're like, oh, shoot, we didn't discuss this. And what if we want to have kids? And then how are we going to raise them? And, it snowballs. So
Is there a chance you guys have a discussion about it later and change your minds?
I don't think so. We had a follow-up conversation after the breakup happened, and he seemed very sure in his decision. So I don't think there's anything that I could have done or could do differently for him. And that sucks for me. But I do still believe he's a great human, which also sucks.
And two things can be true at the same time. Number one, this sucks. I'm really sorry because it sucks. And your heart hurts, and I hate that for you as a person. But it also, I think, is a good thing that it happened now and not later after you lived with each other, and made it even harder, which would then make, if you did decide to get married and keep punting it, kicking the can, God dang.
It would have made it so much worse. So I am thankful for that.
Well, everyone.
But it really hurts really bad right now.
I'm sure it does.
Sorry, Morgan.
And I know Lunchbox's eyes got big because he was going to be like, love bomb, told you, but it wasn't that at all. And then you know what he did? His eyes got low. And you know what? And he lowered his head down real quick because he wasn't going to say anything.
I got a couple theories.
There aren't theories to have.
She told you what happened.
No.
this is
I don't
already,
even know that. I don't even know.
It's too soon. This is why right at the beginning I'm like, Lunchbox. I looked at him and I was like, Lunchbox, no.
Maybe that's why he looked down.
That's why I looked down, because
she's
Amy scolded me.
She's clearly in pain
Are
right
you
now.
scolded him mid-segment?
Yeah, she
No,
goes,
right at the
"Lunchbox,"
beginning. Did
and
you
looked at
see?
me.
I looked back and I go, Lunchbox. Because I knew he was about to just go in.
What's one of the theories?
Well, part of mine, just hearing her talk,
Okay.
is he got cold feet about the moving in. Because she said we were about to move in together, and so he looked for the one thing that he knew he could use as the excuse, because she said they had multiple conversations about it and they were on the same page. So I think the moving in freaked him out.
Well, let's go to Morgan. Morgan,
That's my first theory.
Your thoughts on that theory?
I don't think it was that, because he's the one who brought it up. I was never pursuing that. That was never something that I pushed, and it came very naturally into the conversation, and he was very consistent. There was even a moment where I was like, I'm not getting rid of any of my stuff because we're not married and I'm not going there. I don't want to do this. And he assured me that this is happening, and we were moving forward. So there was no part of me that believed the cold feet thing was going to happen.
Okay, that's one theory. Get it out.
Second theory
Just get out of the way.
is that he had been waiting to meet me, and then now that he did, he was like, all right, I can break up.
That one I can probably co-sign.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's the
because I
dumbest
met
That
thing
happens
I've
with a
ever
lot
heard.
of us.
I met him
They
a
meet
week
you
and a half
finally,
ago,
and
and then it's like, all right, now that I got to meet Lunch, I can.
So the whole relationship, he was just using her to get to you.
Sounds like it. I mean, he did ask me if I wanted to go run with him.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
that's the one, guys, I can kind of co-sign. Again,
Okay.
I can kind of believe. Morgan, it really sucks. We're laughing now because we're just trying to lighten it up a little bit. But weaker people have gotten through harder things. and you're going to crush this. You're going to grow from it. You're going to learn from it. You didn't pick a loser, and I think as funny as that sounds for me to say, like that shows your growth. And I'm sorry it happened.
You know, I will say there's a moment for me this weekend as I'm trying to process everything. My dog that you had mentioned, that my new foster, Sunshine, got adopted, and I was taking her to her new home. And I looked at her and I was like, you're so special. And I know this is scary, and I know that you're afraid of what's to come, but this is going to be so beautiful for you. And as I was telling her that, I was like, what the crap am I doing? Why can I say that to her, but I can't say it to myself right now? And there was some healing in that. So that was kind of a bright spot amongst all of this as well.
Would it help you if we promoted your podcast? At least you get some streams from a podcast from this. I think that would be good.
Awesome.
Good idea, bro.
Yeah. Morgan, the name of your podcast is?
Take this personally.
Oh no.
What? That's the name of her podcast.
Yeah, maybe he took something personally from the podcast.
You're so dumb.
Like maybe he heard
Stick with the theory he wanted to meet you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the better
Yeah,
one.
roll with that one.
Yeah, check out Morgan's podcast. Take this personally. We care about you. You're going to be fine. It sucks right now, and that's okay. And it should suck right now.
Are you back on Hinge?
It's been
Already?
like a weekend and a day.
You're
Like
so-
Lunchbox.
All right.
Stupid.
Let's go to Nicole in Missouri. Hey, Nicole, you're on the show. What's going on?
Hi. I was wondering if you all could help me kind of turn my son's day around.
Turn your son's day around? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. How can we do that?
Yeah. So today was his first day of middle school, and he was really, really nervous. And unfortunately, the bus forgot about him, which resulted in him being about an hour late to school since we live pretty far from the school.
Okay, so did the bus forget about him, or did he? Are you sure it was a bus problem and it wasn't he was like late to the bus stop? It's squarely on the bus, not the mom.
No, I called and they said that they forgot about him.
Okay, good. Okay, now
That's rough.
that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's
It's a bad start.
yeah, that's it. I don't like that. And then you're an hour late, so
I
you
know.
walk in as well, and everybody, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I hate that. Okay, go ahead. And so he goes, and have you talked to him since you dropped him off?
No, the bus actually came back to get him because my other child is starting kindergarten, and we had to be here for her bus.
So remembered the kindergarten, but just forgot the middle schooler.
Yes.
So what do you think we can do? Well, we'll ask you, what can we do to help turn his day around?
Well, he loves the show. So if you could just give him some words of encouragement and he can go back and listen, I think it might make his day a little bit better.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Jonathan.
All right. Jonathan, it's Bobby, and it's the whole show here. And today was day one. Can't get any worse.
It's going to get better.
It's going to get a lot better, buddy.
When the bar's set low, it's good.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. I'm going to be honest with you when the bus forgets you. However, now that bus driver owes you. So, yeah. So if you're a few minutes late to the bus, they're going to wait on you first. Second of all, you probably walked into a classroom, and I was the new kid at school so many times in my life because we would just have to move, and I hated it. However, it made me so good, and this is one instance, but it made me so good at being a chameleon and not making friends, but blending in and learning my environment, which I still use every day. It may feel weird that you went in and all those kids are looking at you like, who's this guy? Which, by the way, was it new kids too that come to that school, or is it all the same old friends?
All new kids.
Okay. What does he have we need to hook him up with something. What is he like? Because I could say all these words. He's a middle schooler. Who cares? We need to give him
Does he play
something.
baseball?
Yeah. What is he like?
Oh, he's big into baseball and football.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect.
What's his favorite football team?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I don't have anything Kansas City.
Okay. How about what's his favorite baseball team?
St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay, we got
I do have some Cardinals.
Maybe.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, I'm just give me your address, and I'm gonna send him I have some really cool Cardinals baseball cards in my personal collection. I'm gonna send him some baseball cards. We're all gonna sign a baseball from the show. We're just gonna send him a whole box of stuff. And Jonathan, you're going to get a cool box of stuff. Just know that it's going to get better. Who cares anyway? And really, it's just another day, Jonathan. You're going to look back and be like, that was a funny first day of school, Mom. And a little bit, you can probably hold it against your mom and get some free ice cream or something, if I'm being honest. Because you can be like, I'm still sad, Mom, even though you're not, and get some free ice cream. But we're going to send you, Jonathan, a whole deal. Tomorrow will be a much better day. And hopefully you call us after you get this package of stuff we're going to send you. And you come visit us sometime if you're ever in town too. How about that? That's a pretty good gift.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That would be great. He'll be so happy.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Does he have a favorite player?
Melina is probably his favorite player.
Yadir.
Yeah, but Yachty doesn't play anymore.
No.
Yeah, I know, because we could have called somebody at the Cardinals and been like, okay, let us work on something for him. We're going to send him a whole box of cool stuff. And Jonathan, you got this, buddy. It's just another day. You're all good. And then we will... We'll send him some stuff to your house, okay? Don't hang up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You can put her on hold. I got to go home now and get it in my collection.
See what you got.
I probably got some Yachties.
I saw one that I have for sure, so I'll
We'll
bring
get
one.
us some cards and we'll sign some stuff. Let's play Luke Bryan, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you, guys.